Good morning, friends. Um, Last night in Steve, you're my friends. Last night in a healing session, um, the crown chakra opened up really wide, and all this golden white light came down into the body, came into the lungs, and then it focused itself in over the heart, and then it went down and filled up the pelvis, the abdomen, and then it moved down, filled up the pelvis, moved down, and then that energy just streamed into the earth in the middle of the session. As a process of the healing session. And left the field open throughout the night and woke up like around 3 in the morning. The energetics were kind of intense to work with. The cat woke up. I took the cat into the laundry room where they oftentimes spend time resting, and gave them both a little bit of crunchies and went back to bed and worked with the energy, I'm going to say, for the next 3 hours. So if you're just feeling great, that's great. And if you're feeling like, whoa, 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 that's great too. And what I really worked with this morning was coming out of all the disturbed thoughts that seem to be coming into consciousness from these vibrations rising surrounding the earth. They just keep going up. So this has been happening for 28 years, but this last bit of time seems to be takeoff and getting to cruising altitude. So we're just going to a higher level of consciousness. All the lower level consciousness that we've held and acted on because of the world and the way it was and what we were told and all those things are no longer kind of fitting in with who we are becoming. And so a lot of debris needs to be let go and let out, and not necessarily examined all that thoroughly, because the whole process of it's like a vehicle. So the body is a vehicle, and it's like, do you keep patching something, or do you just really replace it? This is the time of replacing it. This is the time of replacing old, outmoded concepts with new possibilities and experimentation. So in the calendar, Mayan calendar today, it's a white planetary mirror. And white relates to the north. It's about refining. It's about finding that place in the consciousness of the universe that we're rising to. So it has to do with this rising consciousness. And I look so much better than I felt this morning. And yesterday I had a fairly good day in terms of really being in the flow and just moving from one thing to the other and being really gentle with the whole process. I'm just going to continue that on today. So the white mirror relates to the solar plexus, which is our will. What are we going to do with our lives? And the white mirror is of the 20 solar kin. The white mirror, it's always fun to find that balance. The white mirror is kin 18 of the 20 solar kin. And it's about reflection, it's about endlessness, and it's about order. And there's a quote by a person named Anai Nin. And the quote is that we don't see things as they are, we see things as we are. So really, how we see the world is a projection of ourselves on the world. And so if we want to see the world change, that change needs to take place. That's it. And I'm going to state one more thing from one of the videos that I was watching. And I've been watching a lot of videos with Thomas Hubel because I feel like I've been really working with some fairly intense energies. And it's really helpful to be reminded. Let me just check on this. Excellent. That was LJ. He might watch this later. And one of the things that Thomas talked about in this one video, and I've been watching so many, I can't tell you which one it was, but the thing he talked about in this one video is people think that when they connect to the, and I'm paraphrasing, when they connect to the higher realm through their crown chakra, and this, they get into the flow of the energy of the higher realm through us, because according to the Mayan reading, according to the Mayan language, human beings are Winklil, and the way that it's defined is we are cosmic vibratory roots. And Thomas was explaining how when this central core of ourselves, when we say I connect to my deep self, we're connecting to the deep core of ourself, where the energy is calm and peaceful. So when we're centered, we tend to feel calm. When we're centered and grounded, we tend to feel stability. But when our crown chakras are open and this energy is flowing in and the energy around the world is rising, it can feel destabilizing because we are changing and because there are things to let go. But it's not the idea that just let the past go, let everything go. No, there's a lot of value that we carry into the present. Just all the beliefs about life, all the habits, all the dysfunction in our energy relationships with others, those can clear. And we can establish new ways of being in relationship to each other and in relationship to ourselves. And we can really let go of all the beliefs that can be defined as the stories that have been made up based on unresolved trauma. So we can take the story, we can take the emotions, we can separate them arm's length, and we can let go of the emotions, and then let go of the story, and become more present, centered, grounded, and balanced in the moment, which I am. but I wasn't when I woke up. So the difference between when I woke up and now, which is just a few hours later, is pretty good. I'm happy with it. So as human beings, we hold many perceptions about ourselves. I didn't know this was coming, but we hold many perceptions about ourselves, others, and the world around us. While it appears that these viewpoints are founded on evidence and experience, all perceptions are actually reflecting the climate and content of our own psyche. As Jungian scholar Paul Levy shares, quote, "The universe is a divine inkblot. We are the source of meaning of this inkblot. The universe is very malleable, and the way that we interpret the universe has a creative potency on how this universe manifests." In recognition that all perceptions, all perspectives, are relative to the orientation of the viewer, white mirror allows all points of view their validity, even in the face of seeming oppositions or contradicting beliefs. Mirror understands all opinions to be subjectively true, knowing within this holographic universe there are no fixed absolutes. In essence, in this endless diversity of reflections, which composes the mysterious order of the whole, the many facets of the one. In essence, it's this endless diversity of reflections which composes the mysterious order of the whole, the many facets of the one. White mirror invites us delve into the source of reflection and polish the mirror of our mind that we may see from the deepest clarity we are capable of. In this way, all occurrences in our lives can be used to see ourselves more clearly as an ongoing meditation of self-reflection. Ultimately, as we walk through the reflections, we can enter into the greater reality, the truth beyond the hall of mirrors, into the divine order which pervades all. Then Rumi, they quoted Rumi, who said this: "We are the mirror as well as the face in it. We are tasting the taste this minute of eternity. We are pain and what cures pain. We are the sweet cold water and the jar that pours." And so it's a white planetary mirror, and so I'm just going to read the words associated with lunar tone 10, the planetary tone. Is to produce, perfect, and manifest. After mobilizing and pulsing our intention in tone 9, tone 10 energy becomes actualized in tone 10. Here, essence and the physical meet as one. The heavens touch the earth, spirit and matter unite. The actualization of creative potential is at the heart of our nature, bringing depth, richness, and importance to our lives. The entire manifest world is imagination brought to life. So I don't think I got to the point of actually saying what Thomas Hubel had said, so I'm going to paraphrase it. That when you are on a quest for spiritual awareness or enlightenment, one of the points on that quest is to have yourself open to the higher realm and let the consciousness of the universe pour through you. What that can and oftentimes does create is a detox. All the things that were held in separation can now be loosened, and their alignment is either in alignment with this higher consciousness of oneness, or are holding a sense of separation. And as that washes over us, as that higher light comes in, it can bring our shadow to the surface to be released of any energies, and those energies to be integrated so we can more and more remain in the flow of the river. Present and accountable and willing to change. All women to that, and now can change.